Yeah, but they recognize this is 100% what it is. They ain't know that he's with Walker like that. You know what I'm saying? They stood over Walker, right with the death look in their eye. And when they recognized it as Walker, they spared him because their issue wasn't with Walk, and Walk's reputation is so strong. You know what I'm saying? And most respecting so much, they ain't doing.
Man, let's start in Texas, man. It's a lot going on in Texas.
Everything bigger in Texas, Wayne. Everything from the whole the Get Money Lil Ronnie situation, Yellow Beezy situation with the whole Mo 3 situation. These guys have crossed the line between the streets and entertainment. The world outside of Fort Worth and the Dallas area, the world outside of Texas ain't supposed to be even involved with that shit, but we are, because the code about not admitting shit, the code about not speaking on shit, the code about being silent when it comes to street shit, that shit don't even exist no more. That's a real street problem. That's a real deadly problem. And the motherfucker gonna go to Instagram and go to Facebook and go to TikTok with the shit. But then when you look at how people know what happened or know about what happened, it all goes back to motherfuckers talking about it and want themselves right into law enforcement hands. The whole world know me and you beefing because they see me and you going at each other on Instagram, on social media, on YouTube. And then tomorrow, you get dropped tomorrow at 4:30, and then at 4:36, I'm on Instagram talking about. You know, that's called throwing rocks at the penitentiary. These is begging to go to penitentiary.
Let's say they never got online with it. Would Yellow Beezy be locked up right now?
I don't know if he would be locked up because allegedly he paid somebody to bust a move for him, right?
Right.
So if the person who he allegedly paid to do it felt some type of way about it, whether the general public know about it or not, that nigga still probably could have busted his move and tried to snitch like he's doing right now because he was displeased with what Yellow Beezy was or wasn't doing for him now that he's incarcerated for it. You feel me?
Right.
So that nigga still can be feeling some kind of way on his own. You know what I'm saying? They ain't catch Yellow Beezy with no pistol in his hand. Yellow Beezy wasn't the one chasing him down on the freeway and popped it up. Yellow Beezy ain't the one who did it. So allegedly he paid another motherfucker to do it, and the other person he paid to do it is currently locked up for the situation. So whether the internet or YouTube got a hold to the story or not, or whether the story got outside of Texas or not, that motherfucker who they say tell on him, he's gonna tell anyway.
Aside from what the guy's saying, there's no other evidence. That's it.
No, because they ain't got no evidence. You know what I'm saying? Yellow Beezy wasn't on the scene. He wasn't nowhere around when none of that shit took place. You feel what I'm saying? So the only way they can include Yellow Beezy into any of this shit is if they have somebody who's actually involved, a witness or somebody who's actually involved in this shit who's saying that he was involved with it. It ain't got to be true. You know what I'm saying? How law enforcement play it, bro, they want the big fish. The nigga who was accused of the Mo 3 ain't no big fish. He was a nobody ass, bro. He was a broke ass who ain't had shit going for himself. So he could be lying on Yellow Beezy, bro. He could be lying saying Yellow Beezy did X, Y, and Z. We don't know. I think it's more personal than that. No, it could be a lie. It could be, I'm going to drop this name. If I drop this name, he a star, he a rap star, he got a major motion. If I say he did it, I can get some time knocked off, I can get some leniency, or, I can get something else of value that's going to help my bit. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know what these got going on. Once a rat go to ratting, a rat on everything, including their motherfucking self. You feel me?
What's the word on the feds picking that up? Because I understand the state right now.
No, it got a fed look to it because the conspiracy involved in it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And then Yellow Beezy is a man of status and stature out there in Texas, man. So you never know. He's alleged to have hired the motherfucker to do it. Murder for hire. It doesn't have to be. It's not just a federal statute. Murder for hire could be state or fed. But when you look at how Yellow Beezy is, and when you look at everything else involved with the shit, I wouldn't be surprised if the feds pick it up. So they can really dig into the shit. It wouldn't surprise me. You know what I'm saying? They digged it up. You know what I'm saying? It smells like some fake shit only because it's Yellow Beezy name in it, and Yellow Beezy is a star.
Hey, do you hear anything about Trapboy Freddy being on the run or some shit? Is that real?
Now I heard that on the wire, man. I know I got connections with, with bloggers and podcasters and researchers all across the state, all across the country, man. And I don't know. I don't know if that's 100% accurate. I think people are really coming down that way because of Freddy's association with
Beezy, huh?
with Yellow Beezy. They all part of the same crew.
Right.
So I think that when the whole situation with Mo 3 was popping off, Freddy was on the front line, going back and forth with the songs and shit like that.
Right.
And I think because the crews had some differences, I think it was put out there. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker ain't saying nothing that they didn't say themselves. They had issues. They're going back and forth. It was on Instagram popping it. They was in the songs popping it. You feel what I'm saying? The motherfuckers in their cities, their crews was popping it at each other. So,
So what could they want with Trapboy Freddy? What, question them or something? Because there's an investigation or some shit? Because from the sounds of it, like sound like they can't charge him with no shit unless they got something we don't know about.
I don't know, but Trapboy Freddy and Yellow Beezy, they friends. They got a brotherhood. So, motherfuckers could be putting together like 1 + 1 is 2. If Yellow Beezy was involved in it, then motherfuckers naturally assume that Freddy was involved in it. That don't mean that's true. It don't mean that either part of it is true, but it could be true. So to answer your question about is he on the run, I don't know if it to be an absolute fact. I don't know if it's true or not. But if you ask me why would they be looking for him in connection with this whole thing, is because him and Yellow Beezy is partners. And it's known that Yellow Beezy and Trapboy Freddy are partners, and it's known that they had an issue with Mo 3.
So he could be looked at as a silent partner in the whole thing.
Freddy like that. Yeah, Freddy like that for real. You know what I'm saying? So, Yellow Beezy gets, he ain't snatched him up for this shit. But, Freddy like that. You feel me? So, I think everybody, let's keep it G, bro. I think everybody who really looking at this shit, I think nobody would be surprised if they went at Freddy too for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because of how vocal and they were, and how open and out loud their beef was. It wasn't no secret. They put their beef on full display for the world to see.
Right.
I hope that they don't pick up Freddy about this shit. You know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't surprise me if they did, tell you the truth, bro.
Fly to the nest with my birds and they savage, carrots in my hand like I'm feeding rabbits.
Houston-born rapper Sauce Walka was one of 2 men shot outside of a Memphis hotel this weekend.
Bro, you say Sauce Walka got shot?
Yeah, they down there in Memphis, down there hanging out with that motherfucker Say So P, man. You know what I'm saying? Lucky to be alive right now. The boy stood up him and recognized who he was and spared him. He need to go to church now. He need to stop that motherfucking blood and Pyru shit he got going on, and he need to take his ass to motherfucking church because he was out of there. Now, one of his artists, man, a guy named Say So P, who from Memphis, he did a bunch of little whole shit, flake shit down there, running off, popping it, come back to town. He thought that, motherfuckers had forget about all the little running off. He run off for the plug. That's what he got him where he at right now. How you gonna run off for the plug and then pop back up in your city, knowing the went off on, ain't playing no motherfucking game with your ass. You done got this rap shit. See, that's what problem. You done took this rap shit and you think this shit here was sweet. He got Sauce shot. I don't think Walker. The story gonna be told one day. Walker ain't had no clue that boy had that kind of problem down there, and Walker ain't had a clue that boy had ran off like that with them boys, breathe down there like that. And then you gonna run up with, and then you come back to the same city you from, and you bragging about you being in the city, and you ain't got no security, and you can do what you want to do, and you flashing $50, $70, $80, $100,000 in cash when you know you ran off with shit like a bitch. You ain't tell that nigga that, man, there's no way in the world he could have told Sauce Walka what it was, and Sauce would have been more careful than that, bro. Sauce ain't no hoe, and he ain't mind being no hoe. He ain't stupid. There's no way in the world I'm gonna walk around. Would you walk around with me in Atlanta when you know I done took $300,000-$400,000 from a motherfucker, and who I took the money from is down here with us right now? Would you walk around with me?
Hell no. Shit.
Hell no. Hell no, you wouldn't. You could be, me and you still be cool.
Right.
But I ain't finna go nowhere with you. I ain't going nowhere with you.
Right.
You can't go nowhere with me.
Most of them tell you lay low.
I ain't meeting you, nigga. You can't go nowhere where I'm going. I don't want to see you. I don't know you. I don't even want to meet. I don't even know your motherfucking ass. If I say your name, a nigga might tear my ass up. But hell no. Them boys still listen. All the word I got, them boys stood and them boys jumped out and went to work, got busy. All bed, but nothing to talk about. They didn't get out arguing. See, it wasn't one of them old rap ass, back and forth ass, in the club ass shit. Ain't did no arguing, ain't did no talking. Are you back in the city? You putting your location where you at? Up online for to see? All right. Alright, we got something for your motherfucking ass.
Damn, so it wasn't a critical situation where you got hit? You got hit in the bottom or legs or something?
Who wasn't ain't critical?
Sauce Walka, his situation.
Hey, listen, Video Wayne. Anytime you put that fire on your ass, it's critical. I've seen you get shot in the leg and die. Yeah, so it's critical. When you jump out and light your ass up, that's critical. Because you know that a bullet, these motherfucker ain't no motherfucking marksman. Motherfucker ain't no motherfucking military sniper. Niggas jump out switching that nigga. Nigga don't that bullet going any motherfucking well. Yeah, but they recognize this is 100% what it is. They ain't know that he's with Walker like that. You know what I'm saying? They stood over Walker, right with the death look in their eye. And when they recognized it as Walker, they spared him. Because their issue wasn't with Walk, and Walk's reputation is so strong. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers respect a nigga so much, they ain't doing it. But Walk know what it is. Walk know who it was, what it was. The boy jumped out, and it was what it was. Walk know what it is. He know what it is now. He looked at them right in their eyes. And they told him, we gonna spare you. We ain't coming for you. That's a fact. Yeah, Walker was able to already say so, Pete. That's who the target was. They tore his ass up. Yeah, true. Gone. Upper room. It's true. He was from Memphis. That's where he's from. Sauce Walka was there to support him.
And that's the word? That's what the news saying?
That's what happened. Ain't no motherfucking word. He in the upper room right now, looking down, looking at the mistakes he made. Motherfucker gotta be more careful than that, Wayne. You know what I'm saying? When you this rap shit, it ain't rap shit no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? You get motherfuckers who involved in every aspect of the street, putting themselves on the front line. Like, if you a street nigga for real and you done bust moves for real, you ain't supposed to be putting yourself in the direct line of fire of motherfuckers that you know you got problems with. If you know you got beef in the street, if it's a problem and you know it's a problem with motherfuckers, bro, you supposed to go handle that to begin with. Especially if you getting some money, like Dawg said he was getting some money. If you know you got enemies who want to see you dead, and if you playing it raw like that, what the fuck is you waiting on? See, he was beefing with them were serious. But they jumped out on them without saying a motherfucking word. It wasn't no arguing. It wasn't no going back and forth. It wasn't no why did you do that? It wasn't no give me my money back. It wasn't no where my shit at. It wasn't none of that. Them niggas jumped out and started lighting their ass up.
So what happened to the shooting?
They wouldn't get them a half shot. Sauce Walka know what happened. Sauce Walka ain't gonna tell on shit. Sauce ain't gonna tell on shit. Sauce Walka, they look him in the eye. He know who did what, but he ain't gonna tell him a motherfucking thing. Nothing. He ain't seen shit. He don't know no shit. His eyes was closed.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
It is what it is. Sauce gonna keep it. He gonna keep it a thorough. He gonna keep it 100. Sauce ain't seen shit. He ain't gonna provide. He ain't provide no Blues Clues. He ain't gonna do none of that shit.